Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. That's right everybody, welcome here to Pop Culture Philosophers. I am Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. That is the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. Let's get into it with some comic book news. Valkyrie. We've already talked about this. Valkyrie is a new book from Marvel Comics spinning out of the results of War of the Realms. Now we know for sure, confirmed, that this book is going to be centered around Jane Foster. Jane Foster Valkyrie will be launching in July. It's going to be written by Jason Aaron and Al Ewing with artwork by Kafu, and it is maybe a little bit spoilery, right? But obviously due to some of the events that happened in War of the Realms 2 and onwards, I guess it's going to happen. Valkyrie is now going to be Jane Foster. I think it's really cool. Jane Foster had a great run as Thor. It's going to be cool to see Aaron Ewing and company kind of move on with this story, move on away from Mjolnir, move on away from Thor, and let Jane Foster be the hero that she filled those heroic boots so well, and I loved Jane Foster Thor. So I'm excited to see that continue in spirit in Valkyrie, so that's very exciting. We have new information about Acts of Evil. Acts of Evil, in fact, is going to be a series of annuals over 3 months, July, August, September, and they're going to, just like Acts of Vengeance, pit the Marvel heroes against unfamiliar villains, at least unfamiliar to them, right? So the first batch of annuals we have coming out in July will be Miss Marvel vs. Super Skrull by Magdalene Visaggio and John Lim, Punisher vs. the Brood Queen by Carla Pacheco and Adam Gorham, and Venom vs. Lady Hellbender. That's right, Lady Hellbender, Ryan Cady and Simone DiMeo. So very excited for that. It's going to be super cool, like a nice throwback to Days of Vengeance, stuff like that. So I'm excited, or Acts of Vengeance. I'm really excited for it. So let's check out what's going to happen, right? Absolutely. Fearless is a new book from Marvel, 3-issue miniseries. It features Captain Marvel, Storm, Invisible Woman. It even has a Millie the Model backup story. It's got creators Shannon McGuire, Leah Williams, and Claire Ray, and many others doing the story. I think it's going to be a 3-issue story. It's going to have some backups in it, like the Millie the Model story is going to be a backup, I believe, by Leah Williams, but the main story is going to involve a team-up between Storm, Invisible Woman, and Captain Marvel. I think that's great. The big powerhouse women of each corner of the Marvel Universe, minus Spidey, I guess, minus Cosmic, I guess, if you will, minus Hulk, I guess, if you will. However, Captain Marvel representing the Avengers, Invisible Woman representing the Fantastic Four, and Storm, of course, representing the X-Men. So excited for that one. Wolverine and Captain America, Weapon Plus, is a one-shot by Ethan Sachs coming out. It's going to kind of focus in on the whole Weapon Plus story. Grant Morrison let us know in New X-Men that Weapon X was actually Weapon 10. There was a whole program. Captain America is one of those. Truth is the story of the very first one of those. So it's going to be cool to see some of the stuff get tied together, those little threads. It's a nice little one-shot, so let's check it out. Captain America and the Invaders, the Bahamas Triangle, is another one-shot. Coming out by Roy Thomas and Jerry Ordway. Holy cow. Talk about veteran classic creators responsible for some of the most respected and classic comic books out there. Roy Thomas alone right there, but Jerry Ordway, if you want to know about Shazam, read the Jeff Johns stuff, but then go back and check out the Jerry Ordway stuff. I think it's on DC Universe right now. From Vault Comics, we got a new announcement. It's Sera and the Royal Stars, written by John Suey with artwork by Audrey Mock. It seems like this is going to be like a big, just crazy epic fantasy, right? And it's going to be kind of like a big epic Asian fantasy with all these different Asian mythologies thrown together. If you look at the preview pages, the artwork is top-notch. It's Vault Comics. I'm excited about it. You guys know I love Vault Comics. I pretty much love every single thing they do. So a new Vault Comics announcement is always exciting for me. Sea of Stars is a new one from Image Comics. It's going to be written by Jason Aaron and Dennis Hopeless Hallam. We just used to know him as Dennis Hopeless. Now he's Dennis Hopeless Hallam with artwork by Stephen Green. It's going to be a sci-fi tale. And Jason Aaron and Dennis Hopeless always wanted to work together, but they had two different styles, two different ideas, and they decided, you know what, let's do both of these ideas and let Stephen Green do the artwork, and we do both of our stories all in one book. So let's do it. So Sea of Stars comes out this July. Most of these books are in July. Coffin Bound is another one from Image Comics. It's going to be written by White Noise member Dan Waters. Dan Waters of Deep Roots from Vault. That's really good stuff. Lucifer right now over at DC Vertigo, so be on the lookout for that one. It's got artwork by Danny. Looks really, really cool. It's going to be kind of like grindhousey. So be on the look for that. Be on the look for that. Anyway, Unearth is another one from Image Comics. It's going to be written by Cullen Bunn and Kyle Strahm with artwork by Baldemar Rieth and Crank. This is a horror comic. Cullen Bunn knows what he's doing when you're talking about horror and horror fantasy. We're talking about Aftershock's Dark Arc. We're talking about Dark Horse's Harrow County, so absolutely be on the lookout for that. Strange Lands is the new one from Humanoids. They're launching a brand new shared universe superhero thing. Magdalene Visaggio and Darcy Little Badger and Vanessa Del Rey are working on Strange Lands, which is about two strangers who get these powers that as long as they're together, it's fine, but if they get apart, they're gonna like cause like some kind of epic, crazy crisis level explosion or something like that, right? So it's a little bit Quantum Woody, but a little bit different. So that's exciting. I really like Visaggio's work, so I'm excited to check that out. 7 Days is the Catalyst Prime book by Gail Simone and a whole batch of others. It's going to be a 7-issue miniseries. Each issue set for a different day. 7 days that change Catalyst Prime. Catalyst Prime is that book, that company right now from Titan Comics. They're doing things like Kino. Alex Packendale has been on that for the last few issues. It's been really, really good. Ryan O'Sullivan coming over to Astonisher. You got Excel, you got Noble, you got Superb, you got this whole superhero universe, but it's kind of flying under the radar. And Gail Simone is like now one of their creative directors, and this is going to be kind of it seems like it's going to be like a crisis type relaunch event almost for Catalyst Prime, so be on the lookout for that. Sounds cool because right now what Simone and company are doing at Catalyst Prime, they're trying to really set it up for future success. So be on the lookout for that. Exo Manowar is being relaunched this November by Dennis Hallam. That's right, Dennis Hopeless Hallam and Emilio Queso. So be on the lookout for that. If you're a big Exo Manowar fan, definitely want to check it out. Matt Kent just finished his series. I hear good things about it. We got a new one coming out in November. Exactly. And R.L. Stine is going to be doing a series of original graphic novels over at Boom under the Kaboom line, called Just Beyond. And the first one comes out in July called Scare School. It sounds really cool. R.L. Stine, creator of Goosebumps and other books like that. When I was a kid, going to those Scholastic book fairs, R.L. Stine was someone I always bought whatever was new that I didn't have already. So I'm excited for that one. Those Goosebumps series that they've been doing have actually been pretty good as well. Movies and TV wise, well, we got a new Child's Play trailer. So now we know that Mark Hamill's the voice of Chucky in this one, and Chucky is not just a talking doll. He's also going to be kind of like part of like an Alexa, Siri type thing. It's like this whole, AI, artificial intelligence, taking care of your temperature, taking care of your kid with this doll, and just everything connected. So I like the modern spin on it. I didn't realize until I saw this trailer that Aubrey Plaza is in this movie, so that's really exciting because I love Parks and Rec, and I think she's amazing in that show. But I watched the trailer and I'm just like, I don't know. You're going to really have to sell me hard on this one, but I guess we're probably going to cover that one. John Cena's going to be in Suicide Squad. Well, will you be able to see him? That's a funny joke. Is it? Probably not. John Cena, the legendary wrestler, possibly signing into the Suicide Squad by James Gunn. I like Cena as a wrestler. He's a great Captain America type figure there, if you will. Really think I haven't seen any movies that he's been in. I know he's been in a lot of movies. Was he in like The Marine? Was that his movie? Was he in? I don't even know. I know he's been in a couple movies, but I've never really seen any of them. But if anybody can make a wrestler who I don't think has the capability to act and makes me nervous when they get cast, if anybody can handle that, it's James Gunn. Look at Dave Bautista in Guardians of the Galaxy. He's amazing. His performance is spot on. It's perfect. Right? So if anybody can use them, right, there you go. The Mandalorian, last weekend at Star Wars Celebration, they shared a first look at The Mandalorian. It has been leaked online, and yeah, I checked it out. Jon Favreau and company. It looks like they're doing a really cool story. The Mandalorian is always something that Star Wars fans have always wanted more of, it seems. Especially in this expanded universe, people always eat up anything about Boba Fett or the Mandalorians or anything like that. Well, I'm not that familiar with the expanded universe, so I'm stoked. I'm super pumped. The trailer looked amazing. The little first look, the interviews, all that stuff looked cool. If it's still online, if you can find it, watch it. But we'll get an official word pretty soon, right? So that's what we got for you this week. Coming up here at Pop Culture Philosophers tonight for the Easter Passover edition of Robbie Rants Live. So be here for 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And we'll be doing a Robbie Rants Live, talking about this upcoming week's new comics, talking about pop culture movies. I'm doing a little bit of toy show and tell, all that and more. So be here tonight, 7 o'clock Central U.S. time, for Robbie Rants Live. Tomorrow morning, our movie review audience choice winner of the poll over at the PCP Army. We had a bunch of Van Damme classic films up for you to vote on which we review. So me, Jelani, and Brooks are going to be watching and reviewing Bloodsport. That's tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. The weekly comic book review late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, and a lot of other surprises throughout the week, so be on the lookout for it. Really exciting things happening here at Pop Culture Philosophers in comics and pop culture and movies in general. We're really excited about the future, so let us know in the comments down below. What do you think about anything we talked about today or anything that we didn't? What are you most excited for pop culture-wise in 2019? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for checking out the video. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and join us over at popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts and a whole lot more. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on living.